Hello friends, very good morning. Once again, all of you are highly welcome in this YouTube channel. And friends, today we are going to talk about the job application in letter writing section. Friends, we all know it very well that CBSE asks letters frequently in your examinations in class 10th, 11th, and 12th. Though this question is not asked in class 10th, but this question is asked in class 11th and 12th. Friends, in class 11th, uh, four questions are given in the question paper, and through the internal choice, two questions are asked to attempt in the examination. Each question is asked in 6 marks, while in class 12th board examination or even in the other examinations of school, uh, one question is asked to be attempted out of the two. So, and there are various types of letters that are included in your syllabus. So friends, we are trying to uh, complete all the types of letters and other writing section jobs for you. Today in this class I have brought the job application. As I told you that it is asked in 6 marks, and the word limit over here is 120 to 150 minutes, and these letters are are based on the verbal or the visual inputs that are provided to you in the examination question paper. So friends, as in our previous lectures or in our previous videos, I have described you the business letters, official letters, letters to editors, or application for job. We have already completed our two categories of letters. One is business letters, another is letter to editor. Today we are going to take the application for job. So friends, let us discuss what is application for job. Friends, we all know it very well that whenever we want to get job with any company or with any institution, we are supposed to uh, give our biodata or CV in that institution or in that company, and with the CV we are supposed to give a cover letter. Here the same cover letter and CV, the presentation and preparation of the cover letter and CV is completely considered as the job application. So we are going to discuss about that. Applications for jobs are written in a very formal, precise, and to the point manner. In case the applicant has to focus on his qualifications and experiences, so for that case a biodata is enclosed along with the cover letter. It includes important information regarding the candidates such as name, date of birth, contact address, educational qualifications, professional attainments, experience letter, hobbies, marital status, salary expected, and the references. The forwarding letter has the same format as an official letter, or as a letter to editor, or as a business letter. The format of the cover letter is same. In case the information about the applicant is not a detailed one, it is included in the body of the letter itself. While if we talk about the biodata or curriculum vitae is written in a standard format, the forwarding letter reflects the personality of the writer. It must be brief and polite, while uh, and while stressing personal qualities such as habits, manners, health, physics, etc. It should avoid the two extremes of bragging and integrating. Okay, so over here we are to discuss about the breakup of the marks. So as I told you, 6 marks is for the whole application and biodata. So 1 mark is given for the format, in which includes sender's address, date, receiver's address, subject, heading, salutation, and complimentary clause, while 3 marks is for the content, In content, there is the cover letter and biodata both, and 2 mark is for the grammatical accuracy, appropriate words, spellings, coherence and relevance of ideas and style, and this whole is non-expression. Okay, so 1 mark is for the grammatical accuracy, appropriate words and spelling, and another 1 mark of the expression is from the coherence, relevance, ideas and style. In this way, expression is of 2 marks, total 6 marks. There are some very important point that you should be paid attention. Friends, no marks are to be awarded if only the format is given. Credit should be given for the, or credit is given for the candidate's creativity in presentation of ideas. Use of both the traditional and the new format is uh, allowed, but mixing up the format is not permitted. Means either follow the uh, old format or the new, but follow that one only. Job application and biodata is crucial not only from the point of view of the examination, but it is important in the long run also. While attempting the writing skills questions, it is pivotal that the student follows the correct format, and for that the proper format is presented here with you to enable to write the ideal job application letter along with the biodata. And friends, we all know very well that job application is divided into 2 parts. One is the covering letter or the appeal, and another is the biodata, that is curriculum vitae. Friends, we shall discuss about both these parts of the letter very well, in a very proper way. Here, cover letter. This is the format of the cover letter, and friends, it is same as any other formal letter that I had discussed, whether it was the letter to editor or a business letter. In the same way, it is also. First of all, there is sender's address, then date, the receiver's address, then sir, that is salutation, then subject, then body, and at last there is complimentary clause. Let us discuss about these all parts of this covering letter one by one. Friends, sender's address is usually put on the top left hand corner. Date, it is written just below the sender's address. This is the date on which the letter is being written. It is to be written in the expanded form, no short form in the date. After date, leaving one line, we are to write receiver's address. 2 is not written over here if in this format, so don't use 2. Make sure you write the official title, name, position, etc. of the receiver as the first line of the address. I mean, if you are writing to the manager, then it should be written to the manager, then name of the office, and after that the city or the address. Subject, when we sum up the purpose of writing the letter in one line, it is the subject. This helps the receiver focus on the subject of a letter in one glance. It is important to underline the subject. Okay. After that, salutation. Friends, in our earlier letters, I had already discussed you that salutation may be written before the subject and after the subject. You are free to use at any place. So, salutation, this is where you greet the person you are addressing the letter to. Bear in mind that it is a formal letter, so the greeting must be respectful and not too personal. The general greetings used in formal letters are sir or madam, or if you know that person or the official personally, in that case you can write down in this way, dear Mr. Gupta, or dear Mr. Sahu, or dear Mr. John. In this way you can mention. So friends, Um, After the salutation, there is next, that is the body. This is the main content of the letter. It is either divided into 3 paragraphs or 2 paragraphs if the letter is briefer. The tone of the content should be formal. Do not use any flowery language. Uh, Another point to keep in mind is that the letter should be concise and to the point. Always be respectful and considerate in your language. The first paragraph uh, should be depiction or description of the source of information from where you got to know about the job, of information about the job. For example, if it was from the newspaper or from any other source, along with the day, date, and advertisement number. uh, Also mention the post you wish to apply for. Yes, in this uh, first paragraph. Paragraph 2 offer your candidature by briefing about your qualifications, achievements, previous experiences, and your strengths. In other words, this paragraph should be an answer to the question, how are you the perfect candidate for the job? Friends, keep in mind that it should be to the point and clear. You should not sound boastful. Don't try to boast your achievements or your qualities or any other thing like that. Okay, be to the point. Paragraph 3 is the uh, part in which you are supposed to make a reference to the photograph. That is, photograph is attached in the uh, CV or in the biodata. So you may reference to your uh, photograph, biodata or curriculum vitae and other detailed documents that you have enclosed. You can also appeal for one-on-one interview. And after that, ending of the letter, so end the body on a promising note, for example, looking forward to your positive response or anything like that. And at last, there is complimentary close. At the end of your letter, you write or we write a complimentary closing. The words used over here are yours faithfully or yours sincerely. And at last, there is signature. Here finally sign your name and then write your name in block letters beneath the signature. This is how the recipient will know who is sending the letter. Mention the name given in the question paper. Yes, don't try to write your own, I mean personal details. Each and every information is available in the question paper, so try to use your name from the question paper only. And friends, in this part of the letter, that is the job application, you are to enclose something. So enclosures are to be shown in the letter itself. After signing you are supposed to mention the heading enclosures, which will include the name of the documents and testimonials attached along with the cover letter. They may include the following, I mean photograph, that is the passport size, biodata or CV, copies of certificates or any other like experience certificate or anything like that. So friends, in this way it was the format of the cover letter. After cover letter, we are supposed to give a brief biodata or CV. So I am going to provide you a format of the biodata also. uh, Please note it down. The biodata or CV generally divided into 4 parts. The first is the personal details, qualifications, third one is the experience, and the fourth one is the references. So in personal details, we are supposed to give the following points: name, father's name, at the present time mother's name is also given, so write mother's name also, date of birth in expanded form, address, age, contact number, email ID, nationality, marital status, and some other also you can add: salary drawn, salary expected, okay, languages known. These all things, these all are the parts of the personal information or personal details. Next part is the qualification, are the academic qualifications. So friends, we all are supposed to give the record of each and every academic qualifications uh, in this format. Please be careful, be give your qualifications in the given format only. In the tabular form only. First of all, name of the examination, or second part is the name of the board or university. Third part is the name of the institution, and next is the part in which you can show year of passing, and the at last percentage are your scores. And you are supposed to give information from class 10th, then class 12th, then graduation, then post graduation, and then trainings, or in the same way. So this was the second part. Then experiences, work experience and achievements, languages known, skills, weaknesses, hobbies, and then references. You are supposed to give the reference of two persons in the letter, that who can be contacted in case you are appointed and you are not getting in contact in, are you, if you create some problem, in that case those persons in reference may be contacted by the employers. So two references are given over here in this CV only. And at last, friends, there are declaration. This should be attached over there uh, at last of at the end of the biodata. This is hereby solemnly declared that all the information in given here is correct as per my knowledge. At any, if any of these are found wrong, my candidature may be cancelled. After that, date and signature, and in this side place. Friends, this is the format of your CV. Be very careful and particular in noting down this, and in each and every job applications these all informations must be very properly shown. There are some points to be noted. The resume can be a part of the letter or as an enclosure also. So it can be part of a letter or it can be used as enclosure. Qualifications must be written in tabular form with the above mentioned heads. Okay, as in the way I have shown over there. Work experience should be written from latest to the oldest along with the duration. Yes, if to clear this, you can understand this. Suppose that you have a lot of work experience. For 2 years you have done job in some other institution. Next, from some other institutions, in that case, the first, the very first information that you will give is the will be the latest and then oldest one. So friends, in this way, this was after considering these all points. There are some other points, some tips that will be very useful for you to attempt this job application. Friends, make sure you double check for grammatical accuracy. Yes, be very particular for grammatical accuracy and spellings. There must not be an inaccurate grammatical structures, or there must not be spelling mistakes. And to clear that, go through whole letter to at least twice. Leave an adequate number of lines between paragraphs to make it look clean. Underline the main points. It is very important, and you are advised to do it after finishing your letter, finishing your exam. Underline. You may use, you should use pencil and scale for underlining your lines. Friends, presentation is very important. So try to present your uh, application in very good way. Read a lot, and one thing more, you are supposed to read letters, various letters, uh, to get an idea. Never mention any of your personal details in the examinations. Yes, your name, school name, or address, these all things, the personal information should not be over there. If you are in the examination, in that case, you are supposed to use all the informations that are given in the question paper only. N- uh, Never write in one go. Yes, make sure you follow the right format and make paragraphs. Do not use slang or short forms. Yes, friends, as we all are in the use of using uh, message language or short forms, but these all things should be avoided in the written work. I mean, in the examinations, while writing notices or letters or these all things, don't use slang or short forms. And one thing more, don't try to exceed the word limit. Though I want to assure you that marks you are not going to penalized if you are uh, exceeding the word limit. But the problem is that if you are writing more, I mean more than 150 words or 200 words, especially 200 words, don't try to exceed 200 words. If you are writing more than that number of words, in that case you are giving more time in this question, and this may lead you to the problem with your time management, and you may leave some other questions that you are supposed to do in that time period. So it is advisory only, it is advised. So friends, in this way I have tried to give you all the information and everything about the job application. Now we are over here in the condition to discuss about some sample job applications. There is a question for you. Bal Vidya Public School Bhilai urgently requires a postgraduate teacher to teach political science, for which they have placed an advertisement in the Bhilai Express. You are Sanjay Sanjana Sharma from 21 Basant Mark Bhilai. Draft a letter concluding a CV applying for the advertised post. Uh, the another word limit has been mentioned over here. Friends, very first place, as your uh, format tells, first of all the cover letter. First of all, here your address, I mean sender's address has been shown, 21 Basant Marg Bhilai. After leaving one line, date. Then after leaving one line, the principal, Bal Vidya Public School Bhilai, and subject, application for the post of a postgraduate teacher. Sir, madam, this is the salutation. The body of the letter is in response to your letter to your advertisement number in the Bhilai Express, dated February 25, 20 something, for the post of a political science teacher in your renowned school. I wish to offer my candidature. I am enclosing a copy of my biodata for your perusal and kind consideration. I am available for the interview on any day of your convenience. If given a chance to serve you, I assure you that I shall work with utmost sincerity and dedication up to your satisfaction. Thank you. Yours faithfully, Sanjay or Sanjana Sharma. Enclosure, friends, in this way you are supposed to give your enclosure. Enclosure is the biodata, and here is the biodata. Name, Sanjay or Sanjana Sharma. Father's name, Mithun Sharma. Date of birth, address, phone, email ID. Marital status, age, nationality, and then academic qualifications has been given. Friends, here it is given in form of sentence. It you can also give in this form, but it must include all the information, or it is better to give in that tabular form that I had discussed in the uh, format. Though here everything has been mentioned properly. Class 10th CBSE board, XYZ public school, Allahabad, 2000 is the year, and CGPA is 9. Class 12th CBSE board, XYZ public school, 2 in humanities with 89% marks. BA honors in political science from BHU Varanasi in 5 with 87% marks. MA in political science BHU Varanasi in 2007 with 76% of marks. And then B.Ed. Work experience 10 years. Hobbies trekking and reading. Strengths has been given over here. Good communication skills, computer literature, proficient in English, Hindi and German. Names and address of references also has been shown over here. And at last, as per information, declaration has been made. This is hereby solemnly declared that all the information is correct as per my knowledge, if any of these are found wrong. Okay, so, and at last date, signature and place has been mentioned. In the same way, friends, one more example has been given for you. You are Ram oblique Rajni living at 1 Rana Pratap Marg, New Delhi. Read the advertisement given below and apply for the job that suits you, giving your biodata separately. Sun University requires lecturers in English and demonstrators in physics, chemistry and biology for their new campus at Panipat. Candidates uh, with a minimum of 5 years experience alone can apply. Excellent command of English is a must. Excellent package and compensation for experienced persons. Those interested may email to on this email ID or mail their response to box number this. So friends, you can find out over here there is two questions in this. One is the for the post of lecturer in English, and another post is demonstrators in physics and chemistry. So two letters has been given over here for you to understand. You can see over here uh, the cover letter and the biodata. You can find it over here that if uh, you may understand that uh, different qualifications are required for different types of jobs. So you should manage in the examinations, you should manage the uh, qualifications and experiences regarding the uh, regarding to the requirement, I mean regarding to the vacancies. Don't be stick to this fact. Meant if the vacancy has been given in English literature, in that case you are supposed to give the qualifications in the form of MA, I mean BA, MA and B.Ed. If the vacancy is regarding a software engineer, then your qualifications should show yourself to be a software engineer. For that sake you are required to do BTech or MTech. If it is for the demonstrator, in that case you are supposed to be BSc or anything like that. Friends, go through these all two solved questions that has been given over here. One is the for the one letter has been given for the post of English literature lecturer, and other is for the demonstrator. And after doing this all, there are some questions for you to do in your homework. Please do it very well. All right, goodbye, thank you.